Greetings, everyone. It is your humble Illuminous 24, master of illuminating the darkness, breaking light into the darkness. With that being said, today we are going with a video log session today. Today's video log is going to be Types of Friends Part 1. As I said, Part 1 because it's going to be more and everything that's going to be coming through with that type of series and everything. We're doing a thing called Types of People that you come across. But without further ado, let's get into this Types of Friends video. So, the first friend that you will come across on your day-to-day basis is the lazy friend. This friend right here is the more like kind of like iconic one, I want to say, out of the friend group. This is the one that usually is like laid back, doesn't really have a care in the world, usually carefree. If you really want to think about Shikamaru and everything, he's kind of lazy, but he's a great friend though. Doesn't mean the lazy person is going to be a bad friend. It's just that they don't really have that much motivation, and they just usually sit there and they just chill out and everything. That's what they usually do. That being said, and everything, when you try to invite them out to things, they may or may not want to come. They might try to flake on you because they don't want to do anything. They just want to stay home. The next friend we're going to talk about is going to be the introvert friend. This is the friend that will go out with you guys at certain times and everything. It's not necessarily the lazy friend, but this friend right here just wants to keep it close to themselves. They don't feel comfortable being around big groups of people or lots of people with high energy. They tend to have more of a lower energy, and they tend to keep to themselves a lot more than the lazy friend. Next on the list and everything, we're going to be talking about that extrovert friend, the one that is different from introvert. You got outspoken and everything, the driven friend. So this is the one that usually is a go-getter, wants to have fun, wants to go everything. This is the one that you can take along and have a friggin' blast with. And they usually don't keep themselves cocooned in. They usually go out places, do a lot of things and everything. Of course, not this time of day with the pandemic. Well, then again, they might still do that. But this one you can really count on that is usually down for anything. That you can take with you and they want to go have fun, you want to go party and everything. Let's see what else. Oh, the bossy friend. So this friend right here is the one that is tries to be the leader of the friend group and everything, that tries to have more authority than anything. With this one, it's not necessarily a bad thing to have that type of friend, but it's not necessarily a good thing all the time either, because you can be wanting to do something and Sonic Sandbags is just oh, I don't think that's going to be a good issue. And you're like, a good idea, you mean? Yeah, I think this should be this way. This and you're just can I just live my life? No, I gotta tell you what you're going to do and everything. They want to micromanage what you guys do, the activities you guys want to do when they're around and everything. Sometimes you don't even want to invite their friend because you might just see them hey, all you're going to do is micromanage our fun and everything. You're going to make it not fun and everything for everyone else. The responsible friend, aka the parent of the friend group. This one in particular is more like the dad and the mom. They always want to make sure you guys are good, and they're usually are your designated drivers, your DDs. Whenever you go out partying in the clubs, or just in general and everything, those are the ones that usually be okay, we're doing this, we're doing that. They're not necessarily a downer and everything, but they typically won't really partake in that stuff and everything. They'll let you partake in it, but they'll sit back and they'll watch. When you're out in the club, can't waste anything, they're sitting back with a glass of water because they don't want to make sure you guys don't get hurt and everything, which is a great friend to have around when you're going partying and stuff like that. So keep that in mind right there. Fair weather friends. So with that being said, fair weather friends are the ones that you just want to look out for. We call them kind of like the snake friends, or no, not snake friends, chameleons. They come and go. Have you ever heard that song and everything? Yeah, it's a pretty iconic song. Chameleon. Yeah, check that song out and everything. It's hilarious. I find it to be funny myself. But with that being said, the fair weather friends are the ones that come out and everything when it's best suited for them. They're not necessarily there during your worst times, but for some odd reason, they're always there in your best times. They don't really necessarily care too much about what's going on wrong with you if it cannot benefit them. They're only in there to benefit themselves. And those are friends that you don't necessarily need and everything. And your friend group and everything. So if you see those type of friends and everything, weed them out and everything, we call them the so-called friends. And let's see. Oh yeah, And the next one, their thing is going to be the jokes friends. So with the jokes friends and everything, or the pranksters, these are ones that you can have a good time with and everything. You can always count on them to make things like funny and everything. Those are the comedians of the group. I happen to be one myself and everything, but those are ones that go out of nowhere and they'll just hit you with like a prank or thing. It can be like a fake bug, drop the thing on you, or it could just be like you fall asleep at their house and everything, and you wake up and you have a big old like black, unsistently like penis like on your face, and you have like whipped cream and everything, you have like right on your forehead and everything, and you're just like, how did this happen? And everything. You're like, oh, I don't know. Your mouth was open when you fell asleep. What do you think was gonna happen? I'm the king of all pranks. And then you have to watch out about that, because sometimes their pranks can be funny, but then sometimes those pranks can be really dangerous. And you gotta be able to tell like the difference between a good prank and a bad prank. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, and also with the prankster friends, sometimes you can't take them some places because they can even cause like lawful damage. So just be careful with those type of friends and everything, and things will be okay. Make sure I have all the friend groups. I think I have all of them for the most part. But that's about it for the friend video and everything. I hope you guys liked the video, and tell me what friends that you guys would come across to, like in the comment section below. I always look forward to seeing what other people like come up with and everything. It's pretty interesting to me and everything, because I like to like see what other people do. And also, if you like the video, leave a like, and make sure you guys turn on like notification bells if you haven't already. Make sure when you hit the little bell that you see like things that's like personalized or invisible. Just make sure you guys hit all of them so you guys can see more content and everything, so you're not missing videos and everything. Because by the time this thing starts and everything, like you might be missing like one, just like, how did we get to this like season and everything? Oh, there's one right there. So it helps you keep track of the videos and everything and order and everything, and you won't be missing a thing. Also, like share the video with your friends and your family if they like the video and everything. That's cool, that's amazing. Let them like subscribe and everything if they really want to. It's very kind of them. I can control what you guys do and everything. You guys are amazing. Love you guys to death. And it's been real and everything. I will see you guys in the next video. And always make sure the golden rule for darkness, make sure you illuminate and make the path bright again. Alright. Love and peace and war. It's been real. Peace.